Sleeping gives our bodies time to recharge, aids in mental focus, and keeps us alert and refreshed. But the moments before sleep are also just as important. That's why spiritual activator Nino wrote his book, Do This Before Bed, Simple 5-Minute Practices that will change your life. This morning he joins us via Zoom. Good morning, Oliver.
Hey, thank you for having me here.
I'm fascinated by your name, a spiritual activator. How does one get that cool nickname, and what is it all about?
Well, you know what? You got to thank my wife for it. She's like, everyone who's around you, our friends, people who are around you, they just feel better. They all of a sudden they have more energy and they're awakened. So to me, she was the one that called it out for the longest time. And I'm like, you know what? I'll go with that name.
So tell us about your big book that's getting unveiled on March 4th. I know you've been working really hard on it. It's your second book, and it has to do with sleep patterns, correct?
Yes, to me, I was just looking at it. A lot of people are into morning routines, and I've tried them out, and they're good. But to me, it's like where all the juice is before you go to bed. Because if you do it right, then your morning you wake up and you're good, right? So to me, there wasn't a book on nighttime routines and what you should do, to feel better, to clear your energy, to attract more things in the next day. So I thought, you know what, I'll write a book on it.
So what should people be thinking about in those 5 minutes right before they fall asleep? Sometimes it's hard to fall asleep. For some people, it's easy. But what's been your kind of prognosis on all this?
Yeah, so to me, a lot of the times, people are either physical folks, so they need to walk or do something to shake that excess energy off before going to bed. For some, they're journalers. They just have to, whatever their thoughts are, they just have to write it out, get it out of their head. But I'm really, really big on before going to bed having a routine to just one, clear and dump and release all the stuff that you absorb or you're thinking about throughout the day. So when you're going to bed, you're like as clear as possible,
Oliver, how important is visualization, breath, and light therapy when it comes to all this intricate stuff?
I mean, to me, it depends on the person. Some people, they love their visual people and it's easy for them to visualize. But to me, it's like whatever is natural to you. Hey, if you love music and you want to kind of dance it out before going to bed, great. If you're like, hey, you like a salt bath and you wanna jump in there and do something to kind of like clear in the water, great. If you wanna write a letter, airing out your frustrations, a letter you'll never send, but you're writing it out to release that, great. I'm a big believer in whatever is the most natural to you, you follow it.
And Oliver, you're not only a spiritual activator, you're also a celebrity coach as well. Tell me about some of the celebrities you've coached and what kind of advice you're giving them.
Yeah, I can. Public ones, sure, like the Gwyneth Paltrow,
Oh, wow.
Demi Moore, like, Jessica Alba. I mean, they're really really good dear friends, and the advice I give them is the same. Is like a lot of the times, just if you focus on going, following your internal wiring and your nature, you have it. All you got to do is just like figure out what did you love doing as a kid, right? What things kind of like set your soul on fire, and keep doing more of that.
All right, so the book's coming out March 4th. What should be the biggest takeaway if somebody makes a purchase next week?
I think the biggest takeaway is this: is like like if routines don't have to be hard. If you do it right, you do it before you go to bed. You get 6 to 8 hours of amazing sleep, and when you wake up, you're energized, you're clear, you're feeling good. You're not having to worry about bouncing back, in the morning.
Oliver, you're putting me to sleep right now. I am ready for a nap. You are the absolute spiritual activator. We do appreciate the time. Best of luck, and we'll buy a copy on March 4th. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much.
The book is available online for purchase starting on March 4th, like I said. However, you can pre-order and learn more tips from Oliver at the website, thespiritualactivator.com.